I think that these are going to be going for a little bit more than your typical retail price, and they will do well and more than likely sell out. Just because it has a little bit of nostalgia to it. I believe that the people in my age group, the people that have been sneakerheads for at least 10 years now, definitely want to get your hands on these pairs. And that's what I've been doing. All these shoes that be coming out, I don't give a damn what the next man says and what the price says at the end of the day, because these are the shoes that back when I was just starting and getting into the sneaker game, I was unable to obtain this shoe. This shoe dropped when Tony was just doing YouTube, like when he just started doing YouTube. That's something that, this is how old this shoe is, and that's why I want it. The Jordan 4 Lightning, when I came into the sneaker game, hardcore, it had already released. It was going for $1,000. I grabbed it. The Thunder was going for $600 at that point. I grabbed it now again. You know, I'm listening every single color. The Cherry 12s had dropped, I believe, in 2009. I was unable to obtain it at the time. The Jordan 12 Taxi had dropped in 2012, a year before I had started this channel. I was able to obtain it. The Maroon 6s had not dropped in 1992. I was able to grab it, so I grabbed it when the retro. The Green Bean 5 dropped when I was in high school. I grabbed it. The Jordan 7 Citrus dropped when I was in high school. I grabbed it. So you guys can see that these shoes that they're bringing back are all like nostalgic to people of my age, I would say from your 20s to 30s. So this is another shoe that just falls in that line of me having to grab it. Same goes for that Week 13 that we just reviewed. I gotta grab it. So, you know, overall, I think it's a solid shoe. The material, I would say, real close mimics that of that Cool Gray 3 that we got not that long ago, where it is of a real nice nubuck and suede. I'm just gonna say that, nubuck suede, okay? Because it's either one or the other. But if you look closely and you can see it, there is that texture, like that tumbled material under it. So it may be of a nubuck, it may be of a suede, but what I'm trying to say is when you typically look at shoes like this, check that toe box out, it's a little bit more smoother. But right here you can see that tumbleness that is kind of what you see on your typical leather sneakers. As I would normally say the Rip Van Winkle ball sack, but you guys hate when I say that. You see the, you know, typical tumble? You see that going on here on this part, but also on the other side, it doesn't have it at all. So it's just parts of the cuts of that, you know, that leather. Because overall, nubuck suede, all of it is leather. So it's just different parts. And I can't just, for me, it's always been an issue to tell the difference, right? Like nubuck, I know is leather. It starts off like this, and they just shave it all the way down to a very fine, you know, type of fill.